Hey everyone, welcome to Works for Tools channel. I'm Eric. Today I'm talking about headlamps. Gonna compare these two. At first maybe I was a little hesitant to get a headlamp. I thought, well, I'm gonna feel funny, I'm gonna look funny. But I'll tell you what, it's certainly nice to be able to work hands-free. I usually got my flashlight and it's great for inspections, but if you're gonna work with it, you wind up sticking it on your neck or something. So it's not as easy to see things and you get a crick in your neck, whatever. But I got a Nightbuddy and I've got the Coast. And I showed in the video a little bit ago about trying to compare these, and so that's what we're doing today. Stay tuned, I do have a few clips I put out trying to show different situations to where one may have looked better than the other one. You just gotta decide for yourself. So we have the Nightbuddy. This one was given to me with no strings attached. They just said, hey, try out our light. And it works really well on it. And at first, it's got the 3 bright, medium, and a red light, and the flashlight on the side. And it's pretty much like for camping and stuff, but it also is good for working on cars. I've noticed a few good and bad about it. Like, it's a broad light, which I'll show in the videos, and it works pretty well for that, so it's not just focused on one thing. But when there's not as much darkness, it's a little lighter day or a lighter area, it doesn't seem as bright in that area, where maybe the side light will come in a little more handy. So this has been pretty cool. I've really liked using it. The more I use it, the more I like it, where it really shows you don't have to be pointed right at what you're working on for it to be giving you some pretty good light. Now the Coast light I got more used to because I wore it and used it all the time. And this one has like the regular setting, then it gets brighter, and then it's dimmer. I'm usually on the first setting, and it works really good. Obviously, it's more of a straight beam, so you got to remember to put it where you're working on. I wind up looking at something, and then I got to remember to turn it. And I really like this light. I've been using it for a while. The maybe downside, if you want to call it, is it good and bad. It has a magnet on the side of it. Now, I'm pretty good at getting too close to something. Like, say this is the car caliper or whatever, and I get close and it sticks. And it's got a pretty good magnet, as you can see, to take off. And I'm a little too stubborn to turn it around and have to push the on button from the left. So until now, so far, I keep getting stuck to things. I forgot to take a video of me getting stuck to stuff, but you get the point with the wrench, so it's pretty funny. But this one is pretty cool because you can take it off and it can stick to something, which I believe I showed in one of the videos, but it was hard to take off my head, so I just kept it on the band. And then, it's got a pretty good magnet, so it'll stick to things. I posted one on Instagram the other day about sticking it on the body of a car while I was doing a wiring repair, and it works pretty good. Now, the Nightbuddy has the light, and like I showed in the video, you could take that off and put it on the headlight or the regular flashlight setting, just like you can have this on a flashlight, and be able to hold it to where you want it. For quickness, instead of grabbing your flashlight, you still have it. The Nightbuddy is really cool. Like I said, I've been getting more used to using it, and I really like it. And if you look on Amazon, it's about $10 cheaper than the Coast light. I found these for about $35, I believe, and these are about $45. Unless you get them from your tool dealer, I think I got this for a lot more than that. I want to say it could have even been $70 before I found out any difference in prices. I do think the Nightbuddy is pretty cool as far as if you like that kind of thing. When you turn it on, you can hit this other button, and it's a waving feature. Like, you can turn it on and off with your hand, which can come in handy, but I haven't found it as useful working on cars, because then I'll wind up putting my hand up there and it turns it off on me, so I just turn it on and use it. So there's a couple things I saw about them. Let's go ahead and check out the clips, and you can see different situations I've used them in. So let's do that. So here's with the Nightbuddy. Here's the band, so you can see. Then a lower setting, then it's got a red light, and then the spotlight on the right side of your head, like a regular flashlight where you have to point it. But the band is pretty cool because you don't have to point it, it just lights up the whole area. Pretty cool. And then of course, the darker the spot, the better this is gonna work, because it's a general light and not pointed right at what you're doing. Now here's with the coast headlight, more of a direct beam, and this is on the brightest settings. So, but you gotta have it pointed, which works pretty well, to where you want the light to be. Brighter. Here's another good example of the light in general and not being pointed in one place. This is the Nightbuddy. So here's the coast light. As you can see, it works really good. The only difference between this and the other one is that, you know, like I said before, the light is more focused in one spot, and the other light is a broad light that lights up like the whole area, not a specific area. Here's another example in a little bit of a lighter situation. You can still see with the headlamp. This is the Nightbuddy, lower setting, and then the light on the right side of your head is like a flashlight. So yeah. So now here is the coast headlight, or direct beam. Works very well. There's the setting. I'm usually on the first setting, and then it does get brighter and then dimmer. So I'm usually using it like this, and it works pretty good. I like both headlights pretty well. You decide which one you like better. Here's a spot where maybe I can't see so well, even with the light. So here's the Nightbuddy, and it looks brighter on the camera, but get my hand out of the way here. If you need to focus closer, just put it on the beam, and then it's even easier to see from my vantage point. And back on the headlamp. And in a case like this, where it's under where you can't see it, well, you can always put it on the flashlight, hold it there, and use your other hand to clean it up like I did already. Same goes for the coast. Get it to where with the camera you can see it down here, but when I'm up here I can't see it so well. This one you can take off even from, not so easy to take off, but it does unclip from here. I showed that in the beginning. And you can use it like a regular flashlight also. Both of them very cool. I love headlamps. So here's another good example. Only this is, you can see them side by side. Here's the Nightbuddy headlamp with the broad light of it. And then here's the coast. So they both work pretty good and pretty bright. And then so we have the Nightbuddy, the lamp, dimmer, and then here's the comparing the headlamp on the side that's the direct beam with, try to get it good angle, here we go. That's the one on the side, and then here's the coast again. So that's the side-by-side comparison. All right, so that was some clips. I know there was a few of them. I was trying to show different settings, so hopefully you got a better idea, so you can decide which one you would like better. I really like them both. It's hard to tell. Maybe there's some cases where the Nightbuddy comes in better than the Coast, and then vice versa. Sometimes the Coast will come in better use than the Nightbuddy because of more of a direct beam. Along with what I didn't mention was, you know, when you have them on your head, depending on what you're working on, sometimes you wind up being under something and the light's just not where you can use it. Maybe that's where the Nightbuddy would come in better because it's on the side instead of so far up. But either way, you know, it is what it is. The lights are going to be where they are, and then you wind up having to take it off like in the one video, because when it's on your head up here, you just can't see something. But I'll tell you what, I used to think, well, it'll feel funny, but the car doesn't care what you look like or what you're using to work on it with. And it's certainly nicer to have two hands to work on something than holding a flashlight working on it or having it stuck to your neck. So there was some things I saw about these lights. There's just a couple headlights that I thought were pretty cool and I've used. So if you were thinking about getting a headlight, there's a couple examples. Hopefully that helped you. I really like headlights now. So I certainly won't go back to using a flashlight and trying to work with one hand. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Got more to come. I got that little scanner I did a short on that I plan on showing. So stay tuned for that video. Have an awesome day, guys.